Yeah, so this is the first morning away from the hustle and bustle of Dhaka. We arrived yesterday and spent the night in our cousin's house, my auntie's house. This is actually the back of the house. I'll show you the front. The front looks really smart. It's a really big house, really modern for a village. You know, it's got en-suites, European toilets, flushing toilets, really, really good. We did go. We did go to the village I was born in, which we're going to go and spend the next couple of nights in there. And there's lots of family come and sort of say hello. Couldn't really remember anyone's name, but when I saw their faces, you sort of recognise their faces. And again, they just fed us. Oh my God, I feel so stuffed. I don't even feel hungry enough for breakfast, but it's rude not to eat when people put food in front of you, so even if you have a little bit. So this is the front of my auntie's house where my cousins live. I'll just show you. Really nice, really nicely done, and yeah, so this is really peaceful. This is kind of Bangladesh I remember as a child. Just, you know, animals, the background, insects, and just quiet, but everything is really so much more built up than I remember. As a child, just felt like we had so much more space, but now everywhere you look, somebody's building something or somebody has built something, and yeah, it's sort of a bit disappointing, but at the same time, you know, progress happens and people build and try and make a better life for themselves. So it's sort of a different memory now. When we went to my dad's place, it was in the dark, so couldn't really get a good view of it. Still recognise my dad's house, but the village has changed a bit. So I think the plan is to go and take care of some business stuff and personal stuff, and then we're going to go and spend a couple of days in our dad's village. Dad's village is our village as well, so that's what we're going to plan to do before we go back to Sylhet or anything like that. So it's going to be something that we need to do. People are sort of getting up and going about their business. I'm going to take a little walk down here. So this is the front, and there's a pathway down here, and this pathway, even like things around here have changed so much. So this pathway was just like a dirt track, and now they sort of laid bricks, so they paved it to a certain extent. Obviously, I don't think it's ever designed for vehicles, but vehicles come up and down. Really, really narrow, and it's obviously been a bit misshaped now because of the weight of the vehicles. So you see it. Now I remember this pretty much open, but you can see people have built. There's lots of overgrown things here, but I remember it sort of being a bit of a dip and then going up again to the other side. You see it clearer a bit further on, where you then got lots of fields, and that's what I remember in my head was, as a child, you'd run around from, you know, if you like, little villages or house to house, going through people's courtyards and stuff. But now it just feels impossible because there's so many buildings everywhere, and lots of it is walled off. Whereas previously it wasn't necessarily walled off, so you could just walk into somebody's sort of where they live and just walk through to the next one. So that's what it feels like at the moment. And these things on my right hand side, these are essentially ponds. So people bathe in here, wash clothes in here, and things like that. and I don't know how much my cousin, my auntie, would use her pond, because I think this is her pond. I think she might share it with the next door neighbour, because they've got all en suites now, so there's no need for them to use it. But it's there, and what I remember is these ponds were always had fish in, so the family could always get fish if they ever wanted it. It's your pond with your fish. You know, we learned to swim in here, we bathe in there, we'd go fishing in there. You know, kids from a village point of view learn to swim very, very early, whereas kids in the city don't necessarily learn to swim. Access to the water and stuff. But one thing I would say is eating fish from sort of these kind of places is much better than eating fish from anywhere near Dhaka, because the river in Dhaka is so polluted because of all the factories, the leather works, and the chemicals that get pumped in. So I think I had 3 portions of fish yesterday, 1 at lunchtime, 2 at dinner. I feel absolutely stuffed, but yeah, I'll try and take some more vlogs, but I don't like this vlogging stuff for me. I just can't even think of what to say. I'm no professional at this. I don't even edit my videos, I just leave them raw. But yeah, I'm just going to try something different, because for me this is more than just like a holiday. It's about reconnecting with my roots and yeah, feeling a bit more Bengali, I guess. I don't know. I think I've been away for so long, I sort of forget things. I've still got some really good memories. And those memories I want to cherish, especially as the memories I'm experiencing now, the things I'm experiencing now, they are going to be so different to what I remember as a child. So shame there wasn't any kind of miniature recording equipment back in those days, because maybe there would have been some kind of video evidence of what the village looked like and stuff like that. Time moves on for everyone, doesn't it? So yeah, see you later. To my granddad's house, and Ryan is going to be our tour guide. My young brother and I tried to go find it yesterday, and I don't think we were on the right road, but it was much further than we actually thought it was. So we're getting a little auto rickshaw, tuk-tuk kind of thing, and we're going to go and just go and see our granddad's place, the place that our mum was born and raised in. See ya. Say bye-bye, Ryan.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I think this dog loves me. That dog just living here. I don't know if he gets much love, but this is my grandfather's house. There's 2 of them. Hey! My grandfather's house, and so it'd be Ryan's great grandfather. And this is his house. So the house has been sort of split into 2. So there was 2, like my grandfather and his brother. Hey! Yeah, this dog won't bloody leave me alone now. So it's split into 2, but it's like a mirror image. So this is the front of the house. They've got their full clear, their pond over there. And this is like going towards the back. Like from what I remember, there was a big courtyard. Hey! Big courtyard. Big courtyard. And I think we used to play there and stuff like that. So I don't know where they're gone, but yeah, have to wait and see. So we paid our respects to my grandfather and his brother. Then they're buried on site, in the ground, you know, in the village. And these are their sort of great-grandchildren. Are they the great-grandchildren? Grandchildren and great-grandchildren playing. So they're playing cricket at the moment. So, hello. So they're all a bit shy. They're all a bit shy. They're all, hey! No! They're all a bit shy. But yeah, they're just, you know, I think they're his troublemaker Ryan. Hello. Yeah, that's what he's going to say. Here's my translator from English to Bengali, but he just says hello. No, he's doing a great job. He's taking us around while his dad's working. So yeah, this is another one of my sort of childhood memories from Bangladesh when I was growing up, and when I visited when I was small. But you can see all the children in the background. You can see all of them, great-grandchildren or grandchildren, just getting on. Just any other child on the planet just having a life. But again, it's very, it's very pretty, very quiet. All you can hear is the noise of children and birds and things like that. There's no real vehicles, so the road is over there, just over there. Yeah, very green, very, like, you know, lots of trees and stuff. But again, it's a state of you know, there's not many people living here now, because my uncle from my mum's side is in the UK, and obviously he's got children in the UK. And yeah, people are just making a life, and just makes you wonder if people will ever come back and resettle here, or you know, what will happen to the history of these houses, the land. Obviously there will be children here growing up, but will they move on to other places? Just have to wait and see, I guess. Visiting grandfather's village. Just got to be careful of vehicles. Not many, but there are some vehicles. So we're now walking back. We're going to go and see another grandfather village. You might be thinking why we've got so many grandfathers. The way it works in these kind of countries is you have extended family. So our grandfather, his brother, we would call grandfather as well. And that's the way it worked, and it still does. So that's why we've got loads of grandparents, loads of brothers and sisters, some of them being cousins. And we're just walking around, walking back. But some of these houses, look, I'm just going to show you here. Look at this, it's some kind of like millionaire's pad. Really fancy, but again, like I said earlier, you don't know how much of it, you know, people are actually living here, or they're abroad making money to send back here, you know. So yeah, so we're just going to walk back, really peaceful and quiet. Still, you can start feeling the heat's now turning up a bit. Yeah, so just going to walk and take it easy. See ya. I'm in his relative's house. This is a bit more like what I remember, where you had the houses and you had like all these open fields and just there of as far as you can see over there. But they're obviously built on this other side of this sort of dip. I think there used to be a stream. I think there is a stream here, but you can't really tell. There's just full of water hyacinths. Yeah, so it feels really strange. It's lovely to see people, but you know, my memory is rubbish. Got no idea of who some people are, definitely not names, and then when I see people's faces, they sort of ring a bell. Some of them are more easy to recognise than others, but yeah, yeah, so now I think we need to go back to Biani Bazaar. There's some stuff to sort out, but it's quite sticky. I thought wearing this gurda or Punjabi, quite cooling, and it is quite cooling. I think I've got a rucksack. I'm carrying a rucksack on my back, which probably don't help. So it'd be good to get rid of the rucksack and just be quite cool. Yeah, so you can see that's more of my memory of Bangladesh, which is just, you know, just fields after fields after fields of people growing crops. Lovely, really peaceful. very simple life, and yeah, so but far more rubbish than I remember. But you know, like I said, one of my early videos, human obsession with plastics and all kinds of stuff like that just doesn't break down. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on walking and see where I get to. See ya. It's not necessarily the dry season, well I guess it is the dry season, so they're not going to get any rain now until the monsoons. So when it is the rainy seasons, there's a lot more water everywhere. This stream kind of thing here would be actually chock-a-block with water. I don't know, it's probably got water in it because it looks quite high and there's loads of water hyacinths on it, but all those fields there would, in the main, some of them would be just covered, would be flooded in water from the rains and the banks of these kind of rivers and streams bursting. But very, very, very peaceful and very calm and quiet. Yeah. So let's see what the next adventure is. See ya. I was saying earlier, this is a Fulkri. I think that's pronounced that right. So it's a pond. So people bathe and wash themselves in these ponds. They're full of fish usually. You can see there's lots of water hyacinth. So even though the water looks green, well it does look green, it's still full of lot of oxygen because of the plants. And people use it to keep their own stock of fish. But obviously, like I said, my auntie and her family don't need to use this for bathing because they've got all en suites and stuff. But I guess they'll probably use to wash clothes and stuff. But it's a real lovely, peaceful place for nature as well. If you just come and sit here and just, you know, read, book maybe, or just sit and just look at stuff. Really, really peaceful. Anyway, off to the next adventure. Entering one of the side streets of the Bazaar before it hits the main drag, and again it's just a bustly sort of town. It's the main kind of bazaar, shopping area for this kind of area. Tons of shops, lots of people selling stuff. I think yesterday we stopped at the sweet shop. It was really good. Like we didn't buy the fresh sweets. We didn't know if we would eat them there and then or what. But it's called the American sweet shop, but it wasn't American sweets. It was very much Asian sweets. It was really, really nice. But it looked really, really nice anyway. So we're just gonna just film a bit of this before we get out and do some bits and bobs. paddy fields on both sides. And yeah, that's what I first time vlogging, and I chose this trip to try it. So yeah, just gonna sort of try and be silent and just look at the scenery, because I don't want to miss the scenery because I'm talking to you too much. And this is it, we're driving up to my dad's village, or my birth village. It's really changed because there's a building right here, it's the whole post office. This wasn't here, this was all of our land, all the way up here, so maybe some cousins sold it, but all of this is our land. You can see you'll be coming across our old pond, which is just here on the left. And this is our village. That blue house there, that's my dad's house, that's the house that my dad built. And this is the village. After being fed, my Bubby, the lady in the pink dress, lady in the pink sari, Bubby, she's wife of my oldest cousin who's no longer here. So we had about 6 dishes, absolutely stuffed, and now we're going to see our pond. So everybody's decided to come with us, so you can see everyone. See everyone. So there you go. See that's my dad's family, from my dad, or my family from my dad's side. So yeah, we're gonna go. So yeah, we're just gonna go for a little walk after being fed ridiculous amounts of food. I think it's amazing that, you know, they obviously don't have loads, but you don't all feel welcome. The amount of food they prepare for you, and they're not happy unless you've eaten you've tried every single thing. So obviously, me loving spicy food, I've tried every single one, and I feel absolutely stuffed. But yeah, I shall show you the furki in a bit. Well, we've got 2. There's one at the front, and this one's the big one at the back. It's a new one. This obviously doesn't get used. The water's quite low, and there's lots of buildings. Well, there's a brick wall over here. That way, there's a brick wall that way, and none of that was here from my memory. So yeah, this is the big pond. They said there's still some fish in it, so we'll have to wait and see. Don't think I'm going to go fishing, and I don't think I'm going to go swimming in that, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, so I'm staying in my cousin's house, a house that my cousin built, but that's my dad's house, the one house behind me. This was the first proper house here, built here in 1968, I think it was. I think there's a plaque there somewhere that says the house was built in 1968. But this was the house that I was born in, and yeah, October 1967, I think it is, 1967, yeah. So this is the house I was born in. This was a house that as a Muslim was circumcised in. I remember the time when we were being circumcised, and then my older brother ran away, and we didn't run too far away, but they caught us, and they brought us back, and it was that final room. I'll just show you there. It was this final room that that I was circumcised in. A bit of information you probably didn't want to know. They've made changes, modifications to it. because I don't remember it being this high, with these big tree planters in as well. But what they've done is, I think, as they've built and extended out, they've taken away some of the land, they've dug down, flattened it, and then built their houses on it, which sort of limits what we can do with our dad's house. But we're not going to stay here permanently. This is, our dad's house. It will always be our dad's house, and hopefully our children will come and see it, and they'll inherit it and look after it, and knowing that this is where their roots are, or part of their roots are from. So this is the Bari, means the village. So you can see they've been very generous with their food. Obviously, we're going to take care of them and make sure they're all right to a certain degree. But yeah, really peaceful, really quiet. That's what I remember in the main, just the peace and quiet. Kids running around, playing, just being kids, being children. But yeah, so let me just take you for a little walk here. So this is this is the main entrance. That's the main way up. We've got two ways up. This is the main way up, and then all of that land, and here is ours as well, right until the bottom. It looks like they've sold part of the land that goes up to the road to a post office. I don't remember that being there, but all of this is ours, and there is another pond there, which was the original pond before they built the big one down the other side. Don't know how you get to that. You almost have to break the wall down a bit here and get to it, but that is where our dad was brought up. This is where I was born, and two of my siblings were born. Yeah, I just love it. It's peaceful. I don't know how, it's got no Wi-Fi here, so just have to sort of relax and just get into the zone of just chilling out and not actually being on the internet all the time and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that would be it for today. But yeah, it's 4:45. I think some people are going to go soon, so we're going to make sure we give them a bit of money, make sure they're taken care of. And then, we can spend, what day is it? Sunday today, so we're going to be here today, be here tomorrow, be here Tuesday. So I don't know what we're going to do at that time. I think we're going to probably go for a walk and see people and stuff like that. But we used to have a lot of family around here, but lots of them are abroad, lots have passed away. And probably the family that are sort of left, they probably don't recognise us, and we don't recognise them, because like the younger generations, they've never seen us, we've never seen them. But I know we'll still get that same kind of welcome, because it's in these kind of places you sort of take care of yourself, and take care of your family, and everybody sort of looks out for each other. Everybody's got time, and they found out that, well, they didn't find out, we told them that we were coming, me and my brother were coming, and the welcome, people have basically stopped their lives for a few days just so they can come here, stay here with us, make sure we're fed, make sure we're taken care of. Really, really good. But yeah, anyway, speak to you later.